Hello and welcome. I am the organizer advisor, your organizational advocate to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life through step-by-step organizational and cleaning strategies, as well as document organization, daily health and beauty routines, and thematic organizing, as well as restructuring and creating that rainbow closet for our wardrobe. Okay, we are working on items of overwhelm. Items of overwhelm are when we have a lot of a particular item. And I call this thematic organizing, but we're specifically trying to gain a little bit of control over items that tend to overwhelm us. So check out some of the previous videos, but today our topic is eyeglasses and sunglasses. If you wear eyeglasses, or you use readers, or you live in the state of Florida and you can't go outside without your eyeglasses because the sun is, or your sunglasses because the sun is so bright, this can be an item of overwhelm. And you can see all of the eyeglasses and sunglasses that I have. If you have multiple eyeglass users, sunglass users in your home, then it can be totally overwhelming, and it can get into where there's a lot of breakage, a lot of loss, and then that kind of counteracts our use it or lose it strategy. So what we want to do is capitalize on our investment. We want to organize, clean, and make accessible all of our glasses. Now, if you're like me, you may have a pair of readers by the couch, by the TV, by the bedside, in the kitchen, because you're constantly trying to find a pair in order to put them on to see. So our first step in organization is go gather. So you may want to get a little bin, go and gather. You want to gather all your eyeglasses, cases, any kind of paraphernalia that goes with your glasses. If you have little cases like this, you want to just gather everything, because the next step is we're going to group them, and then we're going to go through, and then we're going to get rid of some things. So I'm going to walk you through that process. So go ahead and gather and meet me back here. Okay, now that we have gathered all of our eyeglasses and sunglasses, we're going to group them. So you can group them into eyeglasses and sunglasses. So I'm doing that right now. And then you can group them into prescription glasses or readers, whichever works for you, or you may need to group them by family member who uses them. So like this is my husband's, but primarily you want to have some sort of category in order to be able to group them and then have them in a dedicated space, one over all-encompassing dedicated space, or it may be you have multiple dedicated spaces. But what we want is accessibility, being able to find it when we need it, so that reduces our frustration. But also we want them in a place where we can use them and then be able to access them easily. Okay, another thing I'm going to suggest that you get is, I have some lens cleaner, but you want to get a little eyeglass repair kit, and you can get these at any pharmacy. They have little screws and pieces. You're going to get a magnifying glass, and then you're going to get a little screwdriver or two in order to accommodate the screws. And I'm going to tell you what to do with these in just a second, but you may want to go ahead and get those. I have quite a few. I just keep them in this little gossamer bag. I have all kinds of parts and pieces for my eyeglasses. Why? Because if they're broken and I can fix them, I save that money. I'm able to utilize them, and I don't have to toss them out. So I'm able to really capitalize on my investment. Now, you're going to want to create a little dedicated space for your eyeglass repair kit or cleaning kit, whichever you choose. I've got this little lovely purple glass box that was given to me, so I'm utilizing something I already have, and I have this in a dedicated space where I can access it easily. Now, what you want to do, and let me get out my kit. I'm going to get out a screwdriver, and like I said, I have multiples of these different screwdrivers. You can I'll pull out a couple so you can see. Look, they've got teeny tiny ones. Very hard for me to see that, so I tend to use the larger ones. So whatever works for you, just make sure that you have something that is easy for you to use. If you have a little older and it's harder for you to manipulate with your fingers, you may want to get a larger one, and they even have these that have something that you can grip in the back. Here's some nose guards. So just, you want to have multiple items on hand. Okay, so now let's talk about going through. Now, this process is really important because it affects the health of our eyes. What you want to do is you want to look through each pair of your glasses. Like, these are filthy. If I were to put these on, I would not be able to see out of them, but if I didn't have something to clean them with, I'm probably going to use, how many of you do this? Use your shirt and wipe them, which scratches the lenses, and eventually they're going to become unusable. So what I like to use is I get lens wipes. These are from my photography equipment, and I actually carry those in my eyeglass cases, so that way, and I think you get like a box of 50. That way, instead of using my shirt or my husband's t-shirt, I can actually use a lens wipe that has a cleaning solution on it, and it will then clean the lenses without scratching. That's what you want. So you want to go through and make sure the lenses are clear and they are clean and that they are functional for you. If you have two people with prescription eyeglasses and the different prescriptions, you're gonna want to make sure that you have your eyeglasses divided. You may need to find a way of having, like, I'm just gonna say, like a masculine case or a feminine case, so that you can differentiate the two, because it's a strain on your eyes to use someone else's prescription. So that's another grouping you may need to consider. But what you want to do is you want to go through, and you also want to make sure that all the pieces are there, the little nose, I don't know, nose guards or nose things. And then you want to make sure that your little ear handles, whatever they're called, the side pieces, are nice and they're tight. If they're too wobbly, your glasses are just going to fall off. So if they are a little wobbly, you want to take your screwdriver and you want to just put it at the very top of that screw where it connects with the frame of the glasses, and you just want to tighten them down. Now, if you need a magnifying glass, usually you have a little magnifying glass. I'm going to need that. So I'm going to see where that screw is. And that's a different type. It's a flat head, so I'm going to need this screwdriver. And so you're just going to tighten those down so there's less breakage, because when these get too loose, there's a strain on them. Okay, that one's good. It's a little tighter, but I kind of want them a little more. And then okay, here we go. And then you want to do the same thing for your little nose pieces. Make sure that they're tightened up. This pair of glasses has quite a few little screws on them to tighten everything down. So you want to make sure if it has multiple screw items that you tighten them down. Okay, so now these are a little better, and they're going to be they're going to stay on my head. You notice how when people have to keep pushing their glasses up, it's because these don't fit properly. So the other thing you want to check for is to make sure your glasses do fit properly. If they're too tight, they're going to give you a headache. It's going to cause irritation. If they're too loose, they're just going to continue to slip off. So you can readjust the frames as needed. You can take them to your optometrist and have them refitted. Whatever works for you. I'm all about making this flexible. So here's another pair of glasses. These are my sunglasses. Again, I'm going to take my wipe. I even have, you can get some lens spray. A lot of times your optometrist gives these away for free, so that you can use a solution to clean your glasses. Okay, and then just rub And I like to clean not only the lenses, but after I use the wipe, I like to just clean all of the, the area of the glasses so that I don't have a lot of oil or suntan oil or sunscreen or whatever that you use. Okay, so we have our sunglasses. So you want to go through and, make sure that they're all in good working order. Make sure that all of the little pieces are there, and that, if you keep those screws pretty tight, then they are less likely to fall out, and then you're ending up, not being able to find, look, this one even has a little set of tweezers. You're not able to find the little pieces, so that you just end up throwing your glasses out. So now we have gone through, made sure all of our glasses are clean, that we've grouped them by category. Now we need to get rid of the ones that are no longer functional for us, or if you need to update your prescription, it's time to see an optometrist, and so you'll want to make that appointment. You may need to have new lenses put in your frames, but anything that is broken and no longer usable, you want to go ahead and purge. Now, the Lions Club, I do believe, still takes glasses, the frames, and then they recycle them, put new lenses in them, and give them to children whose families may not be able to afford the frames. Okay, here's another little hint. If you have these extra little cases, you may want to put your pens in these cases instead of just dropping them in your purse. That way, if the ink leaks, it leaks in this and it doesn't damage the inside of your handbag. There's a little tip to do with some of those. So you want to get all your cases, make sure they're clean. You can wipe them down with a clean, I like to use my Listerine solution. Just spray it on a cloth and wipe down your cases, because you want those to be clean. You want the inside to be clean. Make sure there's no debris that could float around and scratch your glasses. So you want to go through and make sure all of your cases, you've checked them all, make sure that you have all of your glasses out, and that all of the lenses are clean, and that they are functional. The screws are nice and tight, so that you don't end up losing the screw and then losing a part of your glasses, or they fall off and break. So that way we don't lose money. I think that is all. Just if you haven't seen your optometrist in a while, and I know I need to make an appointment, this is a good time. It's just a gentle reminder. Your eye health is so very important. Okay, so that's eyeglasses and sunglasses. Create that dedicated space to house your eyeglass repair kit, but also to house your sunglasses, all of your cases, your lens cleaning wipes and kits, and then have a place in your home where you store all of your sunglasses. It could be in your closet, could be by the door. I keep mine in a drawer by the door, so that as I'm exiting the house, I can just grab them. But you also want your prescription or readers, you want those in good working order, and you want those in dedicated space or spaces throughout your home to make them accessible, so that you use them instead of straining your eyes. Okay, now today is Thursday. It's our Thoughtful Thursday, so do something thoughtful for someone. Reach out to a friend, ask for them to go to lunch. I'm actually going for a walk with a friend of mine tonight, and take along a little snack, and get out and get healthy. That's going to be my exercise for today. Also remember to hydrate, eat clean, take good care of yourself, take some time for meditation. If you take vitamins or supplements, it's a good time to do that. And also our health and beauty routine is dental health care and hygiene. So whiten your smile. So while you're working on your eyeglasses or sunglasses, you can put on a couple of whitening strips. Make sure you do a little extra flossing. Check your teeth. Make sure that there are no concerns, and that your teeth feel great and your mouth feels fresh. That uplifts our self-confidence when we have a white smile and we know that our mouth is fresh. Okay, that is our goal for today. So have at that TOGA, today's organizational goals and activities, eyeglasses and sunglasses. I hope you have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Until then.